Hi, I'm Clark. I have a horrific story for you. 2016, I'm asked to go to Trump Tower with a group of other Hispanics. Donald Trump has announced that he's running for president. I like New York City and go check the city out. I've been there many times. Used to own a TV station on the Empire State Building. So I thought it'd be fun. I'll go check it out and see what's up. Donald Trump has run for president before, hasn't gone very far. We have a great opportunity to rub elbows with some people. And if he ever took it serious, something great could possibly happen. I figured. Might as well be there. Living in Dallas, Texas at the time, a town called Southlake. I went there, the infamous Donald Trump and crew came out, discussed, started talking about presidency, running for president. Well, that excited me. See, I'm an original young man who read all of the business books you can imagine. Was required by my dad when I was a teenager. Had to learn business, and one of them was a must read called The Art of the Deal. Not the same book that's available today, because he wrote The Art of the Deal. Then the second book was The Art of the Comeback. It was debunking all of the problems that he wrote in the original Art of the Deal that put him in trouble. So The Art of the Comeback was about how he got out of the problems that he created from the original book, The Art of the Deal. Today, he's combined both those books, and we have what's called The Art of the Deal. And so I digress. So I got behind the Trump campaign, began to promote, advertise, social media, propagate to my Hispanic community, which at the time was vast. 26 nations around the Americas, broadcast television, satellite, radio, all my friends in all the major television groups. And he became president. And during that time, while we were advertising, there were many people, Christian community and secular community, and they were saying he won't win, he won't win. And I kept saying, you don't understand the man like I understand the man. See, I'm the guy that may not know Donald Trump personally, but I know his writings, his thought patterns. I've read every book of Donald Trump to that day. Not that I was a fan, it's just that he was so helpful in understanding business and negotiations and pursuits. And he was just one of many business books that I have read and business leaders that I had read and followed throughout the years. And something I noticed about Donald Trump was that he had a unique ability of taking your idea, if it was good, and propagating as if it was his. And it's not a bad thing because we all do it. Everybody does it. And so one of the key ones was make America great again. First time I ever heard that phrase was Ronald Reagan. He said he wants to make America great again. It wasn't a great speech. It wasn't so much a slogan. It was a statement and a speech that he had. And then I heard it again with Bill Clinton and his vice president, where they actually turned it into a slogan, make America great again. You got to understand, Donald Trump was the backer of Reagan, and he was also a backer of Clinton. Two different parties. And that's the challenge that we have today, is that everyone thinks you have to toe the party line. But his genius was being able to take the best of both worlds and making it his own. And then putting it all together and propagating it out. And he became the MAGA voice, make America great again. And what's wrong with that statement? Make America great again. Oh, when was it ever great? Has America ever been great? Those are the questions that a lot of people like to ask. But ultimately, no one can deny that for decades, many people said America's the greatest nation on this planet. To this day, even though we have a lot of faults, now a lot of truths that have come out that have proven the frailty and the fallacy of a great America. But I still believe it's the greatest nation. And I've traveled the world. Plenty of things that make it great. There's plenty of things that make it hard. But ultimately, do you want to make it great again? To whose perspective? That's where many people have had a sincere challenge. So he became president, and everybody came after him. The left, the right. We have new terms now. Rhinos, Republican in name only. Nobody believed that existed. But then you began to see when he won, look at the Republicans that resigned. Speaker of the House, heads of departments, they all began to resign. Nobody asked why. Nobody asked why. Well, you're beginning to see why today, now, not 2017 or even 2018, but today in 2025, you can begin to see why they resigned. Nobody's made the point, the connection, but it's because Washington has been so corrupt. And corrupt not in the state of illegal, but when the lawmakers make illegal legal, who are you going to arrest? How are you going to stop it? And that was the challenge that he had. And it trickled down, this battle trickled down all the way to people such as myself, that these three-letter departments began to attack. Not so much the one running, because they already were attacking him, but began to attack those that were propagating the one that was running, such as myself. So when it came time for him to run his second term, that's when they began to release that little secret attack of their presence being the threat. And I get the knock on the door from one of the three-letter offices. And who am I? I was just a voter, a person who propagated the messages of the politics that I cared about. My care was more balanced budget, immigration, comprehensive immigration reform, and dedication for the Hispanic person, and not treat us like slaves, which nobody makes that point. You want to open the border because who's going to pick our grapes and our strawberries and put them on our table? Cheap labor or slavery. You want to say it's cheap labor, but it's actually slavery, because even the slaves worked for meals. And that's all that propagate the Hispanic or the Latino or the illegal to go work in your field, because they're going to take the cheap jobs. How dare you? I work the fields, so I understand. What do you do when the three letters come knocking on your door? That was the challenge that I have. And I had that challenge. I'll tell you more about this on a later date. For now, you want to hear more of these and you want to hear the rest of the story, subscribe, comment. Let me know what your thoughts are. And let's not start a fight, but I know we'll begin a battle. Hey, keep watching, follow my page, let others know about it. And I got a million of these little stories that I can't wait to tell. I've kept them all to myself all this time. And I just want to share them with you on my YouTube channel. I'm Clark. I love you.